Hey timeless travelers, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Trish Smith and I am the owner and operator of Trish's Timeless Travels travel agency, as well as this vlog. So you guys, I decided to come back and do another video, and this video is about what's in my theme park bag. A lot of people are doing a lot of domestic travel right now because, you know, they're afraid of international travel, having to take vaccines and get a COVID test and all that fun stuff. And so a lot of people, and then it's summertime is coming up, a lot of kids are going to be out of school, so parents are taking them to and from the theme parks. So I decided to give you guys a quick rundown, and people have asked, like, what do you pack for a theme park? What's in your bag? So I'm going to go over that today. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead and stay tuned and we'll jump right into that. Alright, so first things first, what's in my theme park bag? Let me tell you what the first thing in my theme park bag is. Dramamine. That's literally the first thing in my bag. The reason why Dramamine is the first thing in my theme park bag is because I am very prone to motion sickness. And so I am all about making sure that I don't get sick on a ride. You would think that the fact that I get motion sickness so much, I hate theme parks. But I love them, can't get enough of them. So I want to make sure before I even get there, because there are a lot of motion, obviously it's a lot of motion in a theme park, but I mean like a lot of hills and dips with roller coasters, but also a lot of the simulated rides are actually what make me sick. Rides like Forbidden Journey and Universal Studios, that ride kind of makes me sick. So I actually have to take Dramamine, even though that is literally my favorite ride at Universal Studios Orlando. There are a couple of rides in Six Flags that actually make me sick. So I actually have to take Dramamine. So I encourage you to do the same to keep yourself from getting sick. Next thing that is in my bag, you guys know, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, I suffer from migraines. So the next thing that's in my bag is actually pain medicine. So whenever I'm at the park, depending on how the day's been going, if it's too hot, if I've gotten too tired, if I've gotten too exhausted, or if I've been knocked around on the roller coaster a couple of times on the headrest, I get headaches, and you can get hurt at the park. Obviously you can, just different reasons why you would need pain medicine. I know that said Advil PM because I'm actually packing for a different video as well, but I don't normally take Excedrin migraine for that. Not sponsored at all video, but that's what I take. I take Excedrin migraine for over-the-counter medicines. But there can be several reasons why you can get a headache at a park. Stress, fatigue, like I said, getting knocked around on the roller coaster. I always just have that in my bag just in case. Next thing, we are still in a pandemic, people. Hand sanitizer. And there are going to be hand sanitizing stations literally all over the parks when you're there. They're going to be giving you hand sanitizer as you get on certain rides. There's going to be hand sanitizer pump stations, just as you're walking throughout. But here's the thing. Some of that hand sanitizer smells awful. Or it's really, really drying. So I always encourage you to take your own hand sanitizer and the type that you really like. So for us, this is one of my favorites because it's a moisturizing hand sanitizer with aloe in it. So it keeps my hands from getting super dry. And it also, I like the way it smells. Next up, wet wipes. These are for your hands and face. So you got little kids, you got the little ones. I mean, even me, because I'm always eating in the park. You know, that's one of my favorite things at the theme park is to eat. And so being able to clean my hands, not just with hand sanitizer, but to actually be able to wipe stuff off my hands, you know, as I'm moving around inside the park or about to eat or whatever. But, you know, you got the little kids, they've got ice cream all over their face or whatever. Those are a good sanitizing way to get them cleaned up. Speaking of wipes, disinfectant wipes. Sometimes you get to a table at the restaurant and they don't always get a chance to clean them off as quickly as they would like. You know, it's a lot of turnover in a theme park, obviously, with restaurants, especially outdoor seating. They don't get to the table as quickly as possible and get it cleaned off. So you can just go ahead and help them out by having your own Clorox wipes to wipe the table down, to be able to go ahead and get seated with your family and eat your food. One more time for wipes. Bathroom wipes. So, ladies, there's nothing worse than going to the bathroom in a theme park and there's no toilet paper. The worst feeling in the world. I mean, guys, I know that happens to you too, but it happens far more often to us ladies. So just being prepared and just already having that in my bag helps tremendously. Speaking of going to the parks and not having something in the bathroom, soap. And now nobody wants to carry around a bar of soap, right? So we actually carry these around, and I'm going to take one out and show you exactly what it looks like. So this is actually paper soap. So it comes in this cute little dispenser, but this is actually paper soap. And it is actually, you put it on your hand, you wet it, it lathers up great, and then you rinse it off. So even if you are not in a bathroom where you cannot get to a bathroom right then and there, if you've got a bottle of water with you, you can actually put that on your hand, use the bottle of water, lather it up, and then use the bottle of water to rinse it off. So I love those for like when we went camping, but I also use them, I take them with me in theme parks because sometimes the dispensers are out of soap. Speaking of water, a refillable water bottle. You have to stay hydrated at a theme park. I cannot stress this enough, especially in the summertime. With summer coming up, you're walking around, it's hot out there, you're using a lot of energy. You definitely have to stay hydrated. So being able to have your own water bottle to be able to take with you. Now, depending on what park you're in, if you want to, you can always buy a refillable cup. We did that at Universal, we did that at Disney. You can have a refillable cup with you that you purchase as a souvenir. But if not, if you've been to that place a couple of times and you already know what it is, you already know what it's like, just take your own refillable water bottle. And eating at the parks. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes park food just does not agree with you. So it's greasy, or you're trying to be adventurous and trying something new. So I always want to take a little tummy medication with me. So I take the Tums with me just in case anybody gets sick, and anything, like I said, sometimes park food is not always the best, or we overindulge, and you want to just make sure that you're feeling okay while you're there. And again, it gets hot out there, so this one's kind of just a Trish thing. We take a little bit of powder, just so we can, just dust up a little bit. Sometimes you're sweaty, you're hot, and it helps to cool you down, especially the Gold Bonds. It actually helps cool you down. This one is, again, it's a Trish thing, so I don't know about anybody else, but I hate wet socks. I literally hate wet socks at a theme park. So if you ride a wet ride like the Jurassic Park ride in Universal, or Splash Mountain at Disney, or the log flume rides at all the different parks, your socks can possibly get wet, and I hate wet feet. So I always take extra socks with me to change out my socks in case my socks get wet, because this grosses me out. Last but not least, in my theme park bag are Ziploc bags. I take multiple Ziploc bags empty in my theme park bag, because like I said, if my socks get wet, I want to be able to change them out and put them in something, and obviously not get everything else in the bag wet with my wet socks. But also, if you purchase souvenir items that are, like the drink cups, like what we bought when we got the blue milk at Disney World, you're gonna drink the milk, but then what are you gonna do with the cup? You're gonna put it in your bag. Well, usually, if you have a chance, you can rinse it out, but the cup is still wet. So having a Ziploc bag to be able to put that in to protect all the other items in your bag. And anything that you want to make sure is stays dry, you can put it inside of your Ziploc bag, like your camera, your phone, things like that. So having a couple of extra Ziploc bags in your bag helps you out with your theme park bag. So let me know what you guys put in your theme park bag in the comments. If this video was helpful for you, give it a thumbs up. Definitely. And let us know what you think. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay up to date on all of our adventures. We're actually going to be traveling a lot very soon, so you don't want to miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I hope all your travels are timeless.